I love a strong foundation. It really helps with, honestly, with everything throughout your day, especially if you have a career where you're standing all the time. You definitely need to have strong legs and a strong back. So we are going to focus on the legs today. Go ahead and come down into Sukhasana. So go ahead and sit down. And grab your blanket and maybe prop that underneath you to kind of lift your hips up a little bit higher than your knees. And go ahead and start checking in with your body, noticing your breath, and start rooting down. So imagine you have a string going all the way from your tailbone to the crown of your head. And someone's pulling on that, bringing you into a very tall position where you are comfortable. Notice your belly and how you're breathing into your chest or into your belly. Notice if you're breathing in through your nose or your mouth. And just check in with your body here. Maybe roll your shoulders down and back. Broaden the chest. Sit up nice and tall now. Bring your chin parallel to the ground so the crown of your head is going towards the ceiling. And I invite you to close down your eyes or just soften your gaze if you don't feel like closing your eyes today. Let's take a couple of clearing breaths really fast. So on your inhale, I want you to inhale through your nose and send that breath down into your belly. And then on the exhale, I want you to sigh it out. Bring the belly button into the spine and empty the lungs. And naturally just breathe in, trying to breathe in through your nose and sigh it out. Let's do one more. And return your breath to normal for a few breaths. Maybe take a slight neck roll here and start settling in a little bit more, sitting up a little bit taller. And go ahead and place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. We're going to do a 3-part breathing. So we're going to inhale and we're going to send that breath down deep into our belly. And we're going to feel our belly expand, the side of our ribs expand, and then our chest expand as we fill our lungs. And then on the exhale, go opposite. So you're going to feel your chest lower first, then you're going to feel your ribs go in, and then you're going to feel the breath leave your belly by pushing in your belly button towards your spine. So go ahead and inhale, fill the belly, feel the lungs expand all the way up the chest. And then on your exhale, reverse. So empty the chest first, lowering, and then the ribs, and finally your belly. Inhale. Fill the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Exhale. From the chest, the ribs, and the belly. And go at this pace for just a few more breaths. breaths. And go ahead and bring your hands back down to your lap or your knees, if you will. We're going to take that blanket out from underneath us, and let's start today's practice with a gentle forward fold. So just go ahead and send your legs out in front of you. And if you can't come straight up with your back, maybe grab your blanket again and just prop that underneath you. It does help to have you propped up just a little bit, or if you want to take a yoga block and put it underneath you. And then inhale, we're going to bring our arms up. Breathe into the ribs. Feel the ribs expand, moving to the side. And then exhale, allow your belly button to fall towards the spine. Flex the toes. Flex the feet. Spread the toes. And then on your next exhale, just gently reach for your toes here. If you need to take a bend in your knees, please feel free to do so. It's very, very early in the practice to just be going full bore, forward fold. And every inhale, lengthen in the spine. And every exhale, try to deepen into your stretch. I want to try to maintain a flat back here. Slowly bring it back to the top, and then we're going to bring the soles of the feet together. And then just allow the knees to fall wherever they fall. We're not pushing them down, we're just letting them be. And breathe in. And then on the exhale, hinge forward at your hips. Again, ever so gently. We're being gentle with our body right now. In this whole practice, please listen to your body. If something doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel right, back out of it. You can always come into a child's pose or a down dog, which we'll get to both of those here in just a moment. And then you can get right back into the practice. And go ahead and slowly come up. And we're going to bring both knees into our chest. Send one out straight. Send your left leg out straight, and then go ahead and bring your right arm up overhead, and then send your right arm behind you and take a gentle twist here, sending your chest towards the right side, keeping the toes flexed on the left leg, and then take your gaze towards the back of the room. If that feels good for you today. Slowly come out of that. Send your left or right leg out straight and bring that left leg into the chest. Hold it here. And then left arm is going to come up on the inhale. And then go ahead and twist to the left as you exhale. Hold it here. Maybe gaze towards the back. Lengthen in the spine. And slowly roll out of that, sending both legs out to the front. Maybe you want to give your legs a little shake here. And we're going to meet in a tabletop position on our mat. So go ahead and line your shoulders and your wrist in line with one another, and your knees and your hips in line with one another. If you can, have your feet flat on the mat here. If you need some extra support, go ahead and take it. You can prop that blanket underneath your wrist to decrease the angle, or you can pop it underneath your knees if you're having a couple of pains in the knees from being on the floor. Let's take a couple of cat-cows really fast. So we're going to inhale, take our gaze up towards the ceiling, and on the exhale, roll the shoulders towards the ceiling, sending the belly to the spine. And inhale, roll up. Exhale, opposite direction here. Inhale. And take a couple cat-cows just at your own pace. All right, go ahead and put your big toes together. Send your knees to the side as far as you would like. And then extend your arms out in front of you and lower your head to the mat. If you need a little bit of extra support, you can take a block and you can put it at your forehead, or you can prop it up underneath you if it does not feel good to fully rest on the mat. Take a couple breaths here. Feel the belly expand as you inhale, and activate your exhale, sending your belly button to your spine. All right, let's leave our hands exactly where they're at, and then go ahead and bring the hips back to the top, curl the toes, and send the hips up into the air for a down dog. Put the majority of the weight in your palms and your fingertips. Roll your elbows out to the side to broaden in your shoulders, and push your heels back towards the mat. You can have a bend in your knees here, whatever feels good. Just allow your head to let go and fall here, and take your gaze to your inner thighs. Belly button's going to come in towards the body. Maybe you want to pedal out your feet. Maybe you want to come up on your toes and then drop them. So again, during the practice, if you need to take a break, just come down into a child's pose or a down dog. From here, let's come into a plank. Modification is to drop your knees here. We're going to lower the body all the way down to the ground. Flatten out the feet and the legs, and then let's lift for a baby cobra, just lifting the head and the shoulders off the mat and the chest, and then release. Take it down back into a down dog. You can get there from a tabletop or a plank. Inhale and exhale, release. Sigh it out. Come back into a plank or tabletop. Let's lower the body one more time. Let's take another baby cobra. If you're ready for a cobra, go ahead and lift the chest off of the mat. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to take our right leg into the air and then send that right leg in between the hands. If you need to walk it there, that's okay. Drop the left knee and then bring the chest and the belly off the thigh. Inhale, bring the arms up over the head, crescent lunge. Breathe here. Maybe you want to take a slight back bend, open up the chest, open up the throat. On your inhales, fill your ribs, flay out to the sides of the body, expanding and allowing the air to come in. And then go ahead and bring your hands down to the mat. Let's plant our left hand and allow our right hand to go up towards the ceiling for a little twist here. Go ahead and bring the right hand down to the mat. We're going to send the right foot back to meet the left, down dog. Send the left leg high into the air if you can, and then place that in between the hands. Drop the right knee. Come up for your crescent lunge. Arms come up. Stack the left knee over the left ankle. Stay strong in your legs as you balance here. Maybe you want to take a slight back bend, open up the throat. Go ahead and bring the right hand down to the mat and then send the left arm up towards the sky. Take your twist. Go ahead and bring the left hand back down to the mat. Send that left foot back to meet the right hand, down dog. Inhale, let's come into a plank. Exhale, lower the body down to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bring the right foot up into the hands, and then come back in for a low lunge here. So we're going to keep the belly on the thighs just for a little bit. If you need to prop your up onto your fingertips, please go ahead. Or if you even have your yoga blocks, you can use your yoga blocks here to stay in your low lunge. And just breathe here. On your exhales, try to make room in between your thigh and your belly. Just make a little bit more room. Hold here for a few more breaths. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. And go ahead and send that right leg back to meet the left, down dog. Left leg comes up and in between the hands, low lunge. So again, wherever you're at, if you want to stack or prop up on your fingers, go ahead. If you want to use your blocks to lift up just a little bit more, feel free. Breathe here. Check in with your ankle and your knee. Send that left leg back to meet the right. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, come into a plank. Exhale, lower the body. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. This time we're going to start walking our hands up towards, walking our feet up towards our hands. Inhale, bring the hands to the shin, nice flat back here. Exhale, fold over your legs. You can take a bend in your legs if you need to. Allow your head to drop here. Go ahead and inhale, straighten the legs, hands to the hips, bring the chest all the way up to the top. Go ahead and bring the toes together. We're going to come into Tadasana. Your hands are going to come down by your sides. Palms face in. Roll your shoulders down and back. Chin parallel to the ground. Engage your quads and your kneecaps. If you need to take a micro bend in your knees, go ahead. Hold it here. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, pick up your right foot and send it behind you. We're setting up for warrior one. So a slight angle in your foot and then take a bend in your left leg. Warrior one. If you're off balance, you can spread your legs out a little bit. Bring your hips back towards the front. And check in with your toes. Pick them up, spread them wide, and then put them back down on the mat. Go ahead and bring your hands to your hips, and we're going to straighten that front leg. Maybe if it feels okay, pop up that left leg or that right leg just a little bit, and we're going to start hinging forward at the hips for a forward fold. Again, if you'd like to bring your blocks down to help guide you, you can, or you can just stay right here. Feel that stretch in the back of your hamstrings. Slowly bring it back to the top. Feet are going to come together. Let's go back into Tadasana. Hands down by your side. Breathe in. Engage the quads. Roll the shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, take the left foot back this time. Warrior one. A slight angle with the foot and then a bent right knee. Stack that right knee over the right ankle. Breathe here. Check in with your hips. Bring them back to the front. Soften your gaze and soften your tongue in the back of your throat. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten that front knee. Bring that left knee up just a little bit. And then hinge forward at your hips over the right foot. And go as far as you can go, maintaining your flat back. Enjoy the stretch in your hamstrings. And go ahead and bring the chest back to the top. Both feet are going to come together here. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, let's walk it out. Or if you feel inclined to jump, you can jump back into a down dog. Exhale. Inhale, plank or tabletop. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, halfway lift. I'm sorry, cobra. Exhale, let it down. We're going to go into a child's pose, come into a tabletop, toes come together, knees wide. Allow the head to come down to the mat. Take a breath here. And go ahead and come back up to a tabletop and find yourself on your back. So go ahead and roll it over. Lay down on the back, bend the knees, bring the feet up towards the hips. We're going to take a bridge. If you're done working for the day, you can do a reclined bridge. So you'll just take your block and you'll put that on your sacrum. So right where your tailbone is, you're just going to pop that up. If you want to go into the bridge, check the knees, the hips, and the feet are all in line with one another. You should be able to grab your feet. And you can either grab your mat, your feet, or you can interlace your fingers underneath your body and kind of roll up on your shoulders. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and engage your hips, sending them up into the air, sending the chest to the chin, lifting the hips. Check in with your knees and bring them back in and let them flail out to the sides. Maybe roll up on your shoulders a little bit more. Go ahead and lower down, bringing the mid back down first, and then the lower back, and then all the way down to your tailbone and your sacrum. All right. And if you have it available, go ahead and grab that yoga strap. We're going to take it on the ball of our right foot. So go ahead and set up if you have it. And then we're just going to extend our leg out straight. all the way. Extend it into the air. If you need a bend in your knee, that's okay. Hold it here. And if you don't have a strap, you can just hold the back of your thigh. Flex the toes. Send the ball of the foot towards the ceiling. Still extending through the heel. And then slowly start lowering that leg down to the ground. Maintaining a flat back on the mat. Bringing your abs in towards the belly as you slowly lower all the way down to the mat. And go ahead and remove the strap. Let's do the other side. Send that strap around the ball of your foot on your left foot. Right knee is going to stay bent. Flex into the foot. Spread the toes wide. Extend the leg long. If you can straighten in that knee, go ahead and do it. Notice the belly, how it falls in here. Every exhale, notice how your belly falls into the body. And slowly start taking that leg all the way down to the mat. Nice and slow. If you need your strap, you can use it. Making sure that back is flat on the mat. Great job. All right, go ahead and bring the knees into the chest here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, set the feet down, and then allow the knees to fall over to the right side. Arms extend out to the side into a T. And maybe you want to take your gaze to the left. Go ahead and bring your knees to the top. You can reset your spine by bringing the knees into the chest, set them back down on the mat, and then extend over to the left. Arms come out and just let them fall where they fall. Go ahead and come back to the top. Bring your knees up to your chest one more time, and this time give yourself a hug and tell your body thank you for everything it does for you every day. It shows up. And go ahead and send your legs out long. We're going to set up for Shavasana. So if you'd like to grab your blanket and put it underneath your tailbone, maybe across your hips on top, or maybe underneath your head for a little blanket, and then send your arms down by your sides, palms face up. Check in with your body. Move anything that needs to be moved before you set up and settle in. Remove the tension from your face and your shoulders. Allow your belly to breathe freely here. For the next few moments, you have nothing to do, nothing to say, nowhere to be. Just be here for you. Your thoughts can come in and then release them, send them on their way. Slowly start bringing awareness back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, your wrist and your ankles. And then maybe take your arms above your head. Let's take one final stretch here. And roll over onto your side. It doesn't matter which side, we're not going to stay here long. And use your arm as a pillow. And on your next inhale, slowly use your arms to bring your body back to the top of the mat. And we'll start the same way we ended in Sukhasana. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide you through this practice today. And thank yourself for showing up on your mat once again. May you go forth in the day with happiness in your heart and peace in your mind, body, and soul. Till I see you again.